What's up, everybody? TDC here, and today on Android Now we are going to be doing a review on the HTC One M9 after about a year and a few months worth of use. So, the M9. I could say so much about this phone. I could tell you that this phone is fantastic. I could also tell you that it's the most miserable phone that I've ever used in my life. This is my review based off of my opinions. All devices and all opinions may vary, so keep that in mind, and let's just get to it. This phone is a great phone. As far as performance and specs go, it's great. It's got the same chipset as the Nexus 6P does. It's got 3 gigabytes of RAM. It's fast. You're never going to really get too hung up on any kind of apps as far as slow or lagginess goes. It's an HTC phone. It's got a very quick UI. HTC Sense is a very, very close version of stock pure Android, pretty much. They put a little bit of their own tweaks on there, but pretty much it's stock pure Android. That's all that it is, with a little skin on top of it. A very light one. Other than that, the phone is not too great. I will be completely honest with you. If you can see here, which I've read lots of reviews on the phones and stuff, this could be just my unit, but it's starting to come up, I guess you'd say. It's bulging. I'm not too sure why. I have not taken the phone apart to look. The bottom as well is bulging. The vibrator in this phone has stopped working. The camera lens has fallen off this device. I didn't do anything to it, didn't drop it, didn't do anything. It just kind of fell off. The quick remote, this stuff is coming off, the little protector that's on there. Again, though, please keep in mind that this is my unit. However, I have had it in a spec case since day one. I use spec cases for everything. I've never had a problem with it. I can put a phone in a spec case and throw it off a building and it would survive. Do not try that because it might not. But that being said, I don't know. The speakers work great on the phone. My front-facing camera also has stopped working. I'm not too sure what the deal is with that. For a while, it was the front-facing camera and the rear camera. It did not work. It kept force closing and telling me to send it to HTC. Yeah. The volume, the bottom volume button is kind of more now, or less, not really a button. It doesn't really push in too much anymore. As far as the screen goes, screen's perfect still. Works great. No problems with the touchscreen. Speakers, 100% perfect. Love them. They're working great. I wish more companies would go to the front-facing speakers. It makes everything so much better and easier. As far as that goes, flash is still intact. Still works good. As we all know, HTC isn't too good at making cameras, so the camera sucks. Now with the camera lens off, it sucks even more. But yeah, that's expected. Other than that, this phone, you know, I would say as far as buying it in 2016, new or used, I know a lot of people buy used phones. I buy used phones sometimes, just to do reviews on them, but not too used. It's a good phone. It's a very, 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 very solid phone. If you don't like taking pictures and you don't mind maybe some cosmetic damage here or there for whatever reasons happening, it's a great phone. I mean, the specs are perfect. I'm sure that I look on Craigslist and eBay, and these phones, they're selling for cheap. You know, and I don't know if that's because they have problems or if that's just because it's not really a known phone. HTC has fallen off the map the past few years and everything. With the release of the new HTC Nexus devices, I look for a little bit of a boost, but if they continue to make products like this, then I don't know. HTC 10, we will see. I'm doing my review on that as we speak. The phone's very, very good. I enjoy it very much. They've taken a very, very different approach from the M8 and the M9, so that's good. But this isn't a review about the 10. This is a review about the 9. So, in my opinion, if you're looking at buying this phone, if you can find it under 120 bucks, by all means buy it. It's a badass phone, spec-wise. If you're interested in taking pictures, if you're interested in the vibration, I'm a huge haptic feedback user, so it's kind of a dud to me. I don't even really use it too much because of that issue. I've looked it up. Lots of them have that issue. So if you're okay with not using that and everything, then this is a perfect phone. It's a powerhouse. It's got one of the best chips that you can get. in it. 3 gigabytes of RAM makes it go fast as hell. Other than that, you know, it's a good phone. I'm not too thrilled with it. It has a lot of issues with the bulging stuff, and I haven't sitting here looking at it just now in this review. It kind of looks like where it's starting to bulge at is where the SIM tray and the SD card tray is at. So that could be a thing. Maybe those trays are doing something. The battery could be bulging. Anything. But take it how you will. If you're an HTC fan, you'll obviously love this phone. It is a year and like I think 4 or 5 months old. But yeah. Still a trooper. That being said, this is TDC, and this is Android Now, and this is my review of the HTC One M9 1 year and a few months later. See you next time.